Greetings, friends. Day 24. So I went to the lunch today to the pub, and I don't think I've gone since we started to anywhere like that where I'd have to order food in a place like that. So I went down with some work colleagues, lined up, and I thought, all right, here we go. This will be interesting. Being an old school pub, let's see how they can cater for a vegan. As I expected, not so well, and I think that's probably a problem across the whole of our region, Illawarra. I don't think it's really prepared for it at this stage. I think other places around Australia and around the world are leagues ahead of it in terms of what they can provide for people who don't want meat or dairy, and a combination of both or either. So I pretty much looked down the menu, and honestly 90% of what was on there had a meat. It was part of a meat dish. So I tried to look at what was there. I found a vegetarian pizza, which I thought maybe they can make it, but maybe without cheese, and that's just not going to work. Other than that, you just got a salad option. And that's not really what I got into this for. I didn't want to just be eating salad the whole time. You know, I'm friends with salad, as they say. So I at the bottom it actually said, for more vegetarian options, ask the waiters. So the person behind the counter, I asked them about that, and they looked up and down the menu. And as I said, because I'm a vegan, I want to. Have you got anything that you can make for me? And she looked up and down the menu and thought, oh, I'm not so sure. She went and asked the chef. The chef's like, oh, I don't know. Gives the menu. So the chef had to look through the menu to see what I could have, and the chef's like, oh, you could have the lamb salad. You can have the lamb without the lamb. You can have the chicken salad without the chicken. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, thanks. But they eventually said, how about some bean nachos? So I got bean nachos, which is fine without sour cream, but with guacamole, and I thought that may have contained some sour cream in it, but I made it clear that I couldn't have dairy, so it may have just been a packet mix, I'm hoping, but like Haley has said before, you just don't know. So I just had to trust them on that. But as we were eating I was eating with work colleagues, they eventually all got to find out that I was doing the vegan challenge, and again, I think a lot of people are really interested to talk about it, and it makes me think that a lot of people would want to do it, but think it's way too hard, and just the way they say it often is just like, oh, I could never do it. It's way too hard. You're crazy. But really, at the end of the day, despite the story I just told, it's really not that hard. And just the fact that people are so interested to talk about it. I had one person even say to me at work that what I think you're doing is really noble, because he had heard about the reasons why we chose to do it and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's really, I think I'm finding it quite comfortable at the moment. And even though that happened at lunch today, I actually enjoyed the meal I got in the end. So I think if places were better prepared for it, it really would be quite simple. I think it's a mind over matter thing for a lot of people. It's routine, so once you break it, someone was telling me 21 days, that's how long it takes to break a habit. So you never know. I think a lot of people would be surprised that it's easier than they think. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.